Welcome to the CMO Spotlight. I am here with Alan Magee.
After Clemson in undergrad, I actually did a master's in advertising at the University of Texas. I landed my first agency job here in Atlanta. And it was with Gray Worldwide at the time, and we had the Bell South account. And then moved over to the brand side pretty early in my career, over to Arby's Restaurant Group, and spent a number of years there. Then that's really where I started to zigzag in my career, and that's kind of really been a theme in my career. So took a little bit of a zig over to Intercontinental Hotels Group and spent a number of years there and did a couple different roles, and then moved back into the restaurant space. Moved over to Focus Brands and led the brand marketing team for Moe's Southwest Grill. And that led me to where I'm at today at Church's Chicken, where I've been for almost 3 years, where I lead all things digital marketing and digital technology for the brand. So another kind of zag in there from deep brand management to going over to really deep into the digital space in restaurants, and also in a different category, moving from fast casual to QSR. So it's really been my trend of zigzagging in different types of roles, different types of brands, and really different industries. As you think about each role and each opportunity that you move throughout your career, think about it of what are you adding through there? What do you want to learn? And what do you want to develop onto that opportunity? In some roles, it's going to be very hard skills, right? Something in digital where you're going to learn something really deep in digital or media or marketing strategy. But other roles might be more of those soft skills where you're focused on leadership or collaboration or project management, presenting, training, things like that. And so when you move into new roles, whether it's you've been promoted or you've moved into an organization or you moved to a new company, I always tell people, really identify what are those 2 to 3 things that you want to focus on, that you want to get out of this by the time that you leave that role. And it's okay if they're not all hard skills. A lot of roles you take to develop those soft skills. Being able to connect the strategy, the big ideas up here, all the way down to the actual tactics of how they come to life. And I'd say that that's not an easy thing to do, because you've got to stay in this middle ground. We've got to toggle between the overarching big idea and the strategy, and then getting in the weeds and how that actually comes to life. And some people really want to hang up high, and some people really want to get down low in the execution. But being in that middle part is something that I've learned to do pretty well throughout my career. It's the combination of people and technology, and this is what happens when you might be a little more of a traditional brand, and you're starting to add technology at a rapid pace. And it's where people plus technology get intertwined. And sometimes people feel like technology will replace something that a person does, but really it adds on to it. And so how do we bring technology in at the right pace? How do we, at the restaurant level, at the brand level, at the franchisee level, make sure that everyone is engaged with technology, and that these real life digital experiences are as seamless and similar as possible. We talk a lot about finding inspiration, one, outside of our brand, outside of our industry, and seeing what's new that's out there that could apply to us. And I think that's where you come up with really great ideas. So I'm always encouraging our team to network, to go to webinars, to go to conferences, to talk to other people, whether it's in industry or out of industry, and try to bring those new ideas in. So we do a lot of reading of different articles, or talking about things that are trending that maybe are like really far outside of our space, but is there something that we can glean out of that maybe we bring in 3 months later, that's some sort of insight. Progress over perfection. And we talk a lot about that internally with our teams. And perfection is really unachievable. And perfection, if you do get there, only lives for a very short period of time. So what we need to focus on, whether it's personally or in business, whatever you're doing, is how do you just take that one step forward every single day, and all those little steps of progress ultimately get you to one big end goal. So that's kind of the mantra that I really follow right now. Positive energy and encouragement. And I really take a coaching mindset when I work with my team. And so it's all about getting them ready for the game, how to help them build confidence, how to help them grow in their careers, whether it's in their role or just long-term down the line. I also, I learned a long time ago around this book, The 1 Minute Manager, managing the project versus managing the person. And I still use that with my team, and I talk to them about that up front, and they understand that. So I might be really hands-on in one project, a little more hands-off in another, and that could also evolve down the line. So that's something that I use as a principle with leading my team.